Welcome everyone! Today's extra video is a little unusual for our channel. We recently received a copyright strike directly from Potter's House on a short video that used a clip of Bishop TD Jakes speaking. This struck us as odd as we are a small wellness channel and the short had somewhere around 500 views at the time of removal. There was no communication or removal request as typically happens when people want to inquire about your fair use of their content. Since this was extremely strange, we started to do a little research into the topic and quickly discovered why we feel the bishop is so quick to be issuing copyright strikes and having content removed. That investigation led us to this video that takes a deep dive into a topic that's ignited significant discussion across multiple spheres: spiritual, social, and media. We're examining the serious allegations against Pastor TD Jakes and his connection to Sean Diddy Combs. Jakes is considered a widely respected figure in the global religious community, known not just for his sermons but also his extensive philanthropic efforts. If you're intrigued by how high-profile personalities handle crises, or you're interested in the interplay of media and morality, stay tuned. Our story begins with a storm of allegations that emerged prominently on social media platforms. Pastor Jakes was accused of attending and participating in morally questionable parties hosted by the entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs, typically referred to as freak-offs. These parties were said to involve activities that starkly contrast with Jakes's public spiritual persona. A viral TikTok video suggested that Pastor Jakes was involved in sexual activities at these events. Using derogatory terms like power bottom to describe his role, the TikTok user brought these claims to the limelight, alleging specific details about the nature of Jakes's involvement, described using explicit terms and suggesting habitual participation. To understand the gravity, we need to consider the context. Jakes is a pastor whose reputation is built on moral integrity and spiritual leadership. The allegations therefore prompted a wave of shock and disbelief across his following and the wider public. How do these claims stack up against the backdrop of media's love for sensational stories? We'll delve into the mechanics of such allegations, how they start, spread, and sometimes spiral out of control, fueled by the viral nature of social media. Following the surge of allegations, the response from Pastor Jakes and his team was swift and unequivocal. They categorically denied the claims, labeling them as not only false but malicious in intent. Through a press release and public statements, they argued that the allegations were an attack on Jakes's character and an attempt to tarnish his decades-long ministry. A representative for popular televangelist TD Jakes, who leads the Potter's House megachurch in Dallas, Texas, has dismissed as unequivocally false and baseless, an unverified casting innuendo about his sexuality and accusing him of being a frequent participant at sex parties hosted by producer and music mogul Sean Combs, known by his stage name Diddy. Recent claims circulating on pockets of social media about Bishop TD Jakes are unequivocally false and baseless. Jordan A. Hora, Executive Director of Public Relations and Communications for the TD Jakes Group, TD Jakes Ministries and the Potter's House, told the Christian Post in an exclusive statement Thursday, "What has always been true in the words of the late Pastor Charles H. Spurgeon, if you want the truth to go round the world, you must hire an express train to pull it. But if you want a lie to go round the world, it will fly. It is as light as a feather, and a breath will carry it." Hora said it was disheartening to witness the proliferation of numerous deepfake photos and the distortion of words through false, sensationalized misrepresentations, encapsulating purported statements to falsely speculate and attack others, including Bishop Jakes. "There is much more important work to be done to create a better world," she said. "The Bible teaches us the importance of compassion and care for others, especially those who may be marginalized or in need." Chairman Jakes, undeterred by false, perverse, ignorant, and conspiratorial speculations, will persevere in his continued dedication to create meaningful change for millions around the globe, guided by the timeless principles of compassion, service, and ministry. Jakes, a 66-year-old married father and grandfather, has been a well-known figure in the Christian community for decades, filling arenas across the globe with followers clamoring to hear his sermons, buy his books, and support his philanthropic work. On Thursday, Jakes' name became a trending topic on multiple social media platforms after a YouTube channel known as Tough News TV host Jermaine McKinley claimed near the end of a 37-minute video on YouTube that he received an email from an unnamed source alleging that Cassie turned over to investigators a burner phone that belonged to Kim Porter, the late model and mother of Diddy's children, who died in 2018. Cassie also allegedly shared a USB device containing recordings of Diddy's alleged sex parties, where he reportedly hosted several powerful people, including Jakes. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes has slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, the unnamed source claims. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just 16 years old. The video's source alleges that the minor, whose family attended the Potter's house until he left in 2015, was forced to perform a sex act on Jakes. The source further alleged that the boy's family was paid off to keep what happened quiet, but he now intends to seek his own justice as an adult. Just over a year ago, video of Jakes attending Diddy's 53rd birthday party in Los Angeles caused a stir on social media. Derek Williams, executive vice president of TD Jakes Entertainment, who was also in attendance at the party, told CP that the video was captured during a brief stop at the party while they were on business in the area. Another source close to the situation also told CP that, as far as they are aware, that is the only party hosted by Diddy that Jakes has ever attended. As a filmmaker, executive producer, and one of the pioneers of value-based movies, Bishop Jakes, in his role as CEO of TD Jakes Entertainment, paid respect to the former chairman of Revolt during the celebration of his birthday, Williams said. Bishop Jakes was in LA for important business meetings, and we felt that a quick appearance at the former chairman of Revolt's birthday event was the respectful thing to do since Bishop Jakes's sermons are aired on the Revolt network, he explained. We both greeted the family. Bishop Jakes recorded a brief celebratory birthday video and left immediately to take our other scheduled meetings. Any accusation to the contrary is wholly unsubstantiated, unverified, and false, Williams insisted. Bishop Jakes will continue to break down barriers and find relevant ways to tell faith-based and value-based stories. This and only this continues to be our North Star. In a particularly heartfelt sermon, which was later circulated widely online, Jakes addressed his congregation and the public. He emphasized his commitment to truth and integrity, dismissing the rumors as unfounded and harmful. This sermon became a focal point for his response, highlighting his resolve to not let the controversy sway his spiritual mission. The 66-year-old preacher began by saying some people came in solely to hear what he had to say about the buzz, and quickly made it clear he wouldn't. He continued, "I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have chance to preach a truth. I will stand straight up, head up, back straight, and preach the unadulterated, infallible word of God." Of course, an association with Diddy wasn't always taboo, but in the wake of multiple lawsuits, including one that was swiftly settled with his ex Cassie, relationships with him have drawn scrutiny. The media played a crucial role in the dissemination of these allegations. From TikTok clips to Twitter threads, the narrative quickly gained traction, prompting both mainstream and niche outlets to cover the story. The reactions varied significantly. Some expressed disillusionment and betrayal, while others rallied in support of Jakes, citing his long history of positive community impact and personal integrity. Historically, many spiritual leaders have faced similar accusations. Some founded, others not. We'll compare Jakes' situation with historical cases, exploring the outcomes and long-term impacts on their ministries and public images. This comparison will help us understand not just the immediate effects of such allegations, but also the potential lasting damage or recovery that can occur. The controversy surrounding TD Jakes, involving allegations of misconduct at parties hosted by Sean Diddy Combs, can be contextualized by comparing it to other historical cases involving religious leaders. These comparisons can provide insight into public reactions, the legal and societal outcomes, and how such allegations impact long-term reputational and professional standings. 1. Jim Bakker and the PTL scandal. Jim Bakker, a televangelist and former host of the PTL Club, faced scandal in the late 1980s when it was revealed that he had paid hush money to church secretary Jessica Hahn to keep quiet about a sexual encounter. Bakker's empire, including a television network and a theme park, crumbled under the scandal, leading to his resignation and eventual conviction on numerous counts of fraud and conspiracy. Bakker's case exemplifies how moral and financial misconduct can not only discredit a religious leader, but also lead to significant legal consequences. 2. Ted Haggard. Ted Haggard, former president of the National Association of Evangelicals and a prominent pastor, resigned from his roles in 2006 after allegations surfaced that he had paid a male escort for sex and drugs. Haggard initially denied the allegations but later admitted to some indiscretions and underwent a period of publicly announced rehabilitation. Haggard's case shows the potential for personal redemption and a return to public life, as he later started a new church. 3. Eddie Long. Bishop Eddie Long, senior pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Georgia, faced allegations in 2010 from several young men who claimed Long coerced them into sexual relationships. Long denied the allegations but settled the lawsuits out of court in 2011. The case attracted widespread media attention and sparked debates on authority and trust abused in religious communities. Long continued to lead his church until his death in 2017, although his reputation remained tarnished. 4. Ravi Zacharias. After his death in 2020, numerous allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced against the renowned apologist, Ravi Zacharias. Investigations found significant evidence supporting claims of sexual harassment and assault across several countries. Zacharias' ministry, Ravi Zacharias International Ministries, RZIM, faced intense scrutiny and underwent major restructuring and leadership changes. This case highlights issues of accountability and the challenges institutions face in addressing posthumous allegations. Like in the cases of Backer and Haggard, Jakes faces both fierce criticism and staunch defense from different segments of the public and his congregation. Unlike Backer's legal repercussions, Jakes has not faced any charges. However, the potential for legal actions always exists as investigations unfold, similar to the settlements seen in Long's case. Depending on how Jakes addresses these allegations and how they are resolved, he could either rehabilitate his public image over time, like Haggard, or face lasting reputational damage, as seen with Long and Zacharias. Each of these cases reflects the complex dynamics of power, trust, and accountability within religious leadership, highlighting the varying trajectories scandals can take based on the responses of the individuals and their communities involved. On the legal front, allegations of this nature can lead to serious consequences, including lawsuits and investigations, depending on the evidence and claims made. Ethically, this scenario presents a complex tableau of issues: defamation, privacy, and the responsibility of the media and public not to rush to judgment without substantiated facts. To wrap up, today's discussion sheds light on a multifaceted issue that intersects faith, fame, and ethics. As observers, it's crucial to approach such controversies with a balanced perspective, recognizing the human propensity for error against sensationalism and rumor-mongering. We encourage you to reflect, research, and respect the complexities involved in such high-profile and celebrity cases. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. What are your thoughts on how the media handles controversies involving public figures? And what can we learn from this incident about the balance between accountability and presumption of innocence? Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. If you found this discussion enlightening, please give us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more thoughtful content. Until next time, stay informed, engaged, and stay well.